Upon the fading wilderness of the Neogene epoch stands one of nature's most magnificent miracles. Paraceratherium defines the ultimate limit of terrestrial life with its mountain-like steady frame. Tonight sink into its unrushed tranquil rhythm and embrace the most luxurious sense of inner security. Close your eyes and drift into peaceful afternoon slumber alongside this gentle giant amid low-restrained soothing narration. Have you ever beheld a breathing wandering mountain? Paraceratherium never needs to prove its strength to the world, for its very existence is an unshakable natural law. This ancient land holds no brutal bloodshed, only the soft fragrance of wild plants and the slow-flowing passage of prehistoric time. Cast aside the weariness of the day and listen to the quiet, steady breath of this gentlest giant from the distant prehistoric age. Certain living beings are born to soothe the restlessness of the earth. When Paraceratherium lowers its towering head, the entire world seems to slow down in perfect synchrony. This is no plain popular science excerpt, but a private spiritual baptism tailored exclusively for you. Let your taut nerves unwind completely, following the sinking sunset over the endless wilderness and the slow, heavy footsteps of the ancient giant. In the distant Oligocene epoch, a time when life flourished freely and continental plates drifted gently across the earth, resided an unparalleled miracle that pushed the body size of mammals to an unprecedented peak. It was a rolling living hill, an immovable wind barrier standing tall on the vast plains, making all predators appear tiny as specks of dust beneath its massive limbs. Yet this colossal creature, endowed with ultimate physical power, left no trace of brutality on any discovered fossil remains bearing an incomparable weight. Paraceratherium lived its long life as softly as a breeze brushing through treetops. Tonight let the soft warm glow of flickering hearth fires stay with us as we wander fully into the untold story of its quiet existence. In this peaceful moment, imagine sitting quietly by the window of a solid, warm, windproof stone cottage. Beyond the window stretches the boundless ancient wilderness, and Paraceratherium strolls slowly through your dreams with the unhurried pace of a wandering mountain. The world gradually slows to a deep, tranquil rhythm. Close your eyes and listen to its calm, steady breath echoing across tens of millions of years. The earth trembles with slow, gentle vibrations, just like an old pendulum, carving soft arcs through the quiet void of space. When the first faint morning light pierces the mist hovering over the sparse woodland grasslands, Paraceratherium awakens from its motionless repose. Its sturdy legs stand firm like towering stone pillars, each slow lift and fall pressing softly into the loose earth, leaving deep sunken footprints. This ponderous movement is never clumsiness, but profound reverence and peaceful reconciliation with the pull of gravity. From its lofty vantage point, the world unfolds in an entirely new perspective. It overlooks the crowns of towering redwood trees and gazes levelly at the misty clouds lingering on the distant horizon. Its eyes hold no trace of arrogance, only pure tranquil clarity, cleansed of all worldly trivialities. While the passage of time urges other creatures to evolve sharp fangs, deadly venom, or astonishing speed, Paraceratherium simply wanders through the ages at its own unrushed pace, growing taller and heavier steadily until it transforms itself into an unbreakable living fortress. Its quiet existence stands as the most powerful yet tender refusal against the perils of that cruel, chaotic era. It grows so immense that all malice and danger in this world cannot even reach the height of its sturdy knees. The simpler a creature's desires, the broader the spiritual realm where its soul can reside. The wild wilderness grows warm beneath the blazing afternoon sun, and the air is permeated with the dry, comforting aroma of wild grass and withered foliage. Paraceratherium pauses gently before a broad-leaved forest, lifting its slender, powerful neck with elegant poise. Its flexible snout curls tenderly around the tenderest leaves growing on the highest branches, chewing slowly and peacefully. The entire feeding process resembles a serene spiritual meditation, free from competition, calculation and strife, accompanied only by the soft rustling sound of leaves grinding between its blunt teeth. Small carnivores dart hurriedly through the low-lying grass, fleeing in panic beneath its enormous shadow, yet Paraceratherium does not even blink its calm eyes, its gaze fixed steadily on the faint pale blue hue lingering along the distant horizon. Its inner defense remains unshakable, for it understands clearly that nothing in this vast open land can disrupt its profound tranquility. This extreme restraint, born from absolute overwhelming strength, melts into boundless tenderness, wrapping gently around itself and every living creature dwelling nearby. Yet the most heartbreaking moments of fate are often hidden within the irreversible passage of time. As the Neogene period progressed, monsoons gradually turned dry and arid, causing the once continuous, dense, broad-leaved forests to wither away in vast patches. It was a long, harsh season of scarcity. Paraceratherium stands beside a dried ancient tree, stretching out its tongue only to touch rough, cracked bark. For the first time, a faint trace of confusion flickers in its profound, gentle eyes, yet the Bewilderment quickly fades, replaced by the quiet acceptance of inevitable fate. Invisible barriers of environmental pressure gradually narrow the living space of this enormous species faced with extreme food shortage. Paraceratherium never joins other animals in frantic migration or brutal infighting. It retains the solemn dignity of a living mountain, every step slow, firm and unwavering. It uses its massive broad body to shield its companions from the bitter dry wind, huddling closely together in the twilight shadows to seek mutual warmth. The elegance and self-discipline displayed amid desperate adversity forms the most solemn and beautiful resistance against the changing times. It proves with its quiet way of life that even at the end of an era it remains the most graceful sovereign of this ancient land. When the last fading sunset dyes the edge of the earth a solemn dark golden hue, Paraceratherium finds its final peaceful resting place within a dry flat river valley flanked by red earth cliffs carved into unique shapes by endless wind. The wind drifts through narrow rock crevices, releasing low prolonged echoes resembling the ancient melodic tone of primitive musical instruments. Paraceratherium turns its massive body slowly, facing the sinking sun, its elongated shadow stretching endlessly across the ground, covering nearly half the river valley. Its heavy sturdy forelimbs bend gently, powerful muscles undulating smoothly beneath its thick skin like slow rolling waves under the witness of the glowing sunset. Its dozens of tons of body sink softly onto the warm sandy ground. The earth lets out a deep muffled rumble as if warmly embracing a child returning home after a long journey. Paraceratherium lays its long neck flat against the earth, closing its mild eyes that have witnessed countless vicissitudes of nature. Its skin fades into the dim night, merging seamlessly with the wilderness, its slow steady breath blending perfectly with the whispering night wind. It never truly departs but gently surrenders itself to the ancient land that has nurtured it for a lifetime, transforming into one more silent peaceful mountain among the rolling wilderness. Today, countless years of wind and sand have weathered Paraceratherium into silent fossil bones buried deep within rock layers, yet the inner sense of security and unbreakable mental defense brought by its absolute strength crosses the barrier of time. Lingering softly within this peaceful nighttime dream, it teaches us through its slow gentle lifetime that all worldly chaos is fleeting transient mist. When you feel weary, confused or trapped by the pressure of daily life, transform yourself into this ancient wandering giant. Build your inner heart as immense and unyielding as its mountainous frame, rendering all anxiety and trivial troubles powerless to hurt you. Listen closely to the wind whispering across the barren wilderness. This is the oldest lullaby left for you by Paraceratherium. Tens of millions of years ago the sand remains warm, the night sky is dotted with twinkling stars, and you dwell safely within this unbreakable, protective shell. Let go of all burdens and breathe slow and deep. Good night. May the company of this living moving fortress grant you a dream as stable, solid and reassuring as the quiet mountains.